The twin suns of Caldex, 9 hung low in the sky, casting long crimson shadows across a desolate battlefield strewn with the wreckage of machines and bones. Once a thriving outpost in the frontier systems, Caldex 9 was now a forsaken wasteland, abandoned after the fall of the Galactic Accord and the rise of mercenary warlords. Captain Riva Syrinx stepped carefully through the rubble, her plasma rifle sweeping side to side. She was tall, lean, and had the reflexes of a jungle cat. A matte black exosuit clung to her frame, humming softly with kinetic shielding. Her mission was clear: infiltrate the ruins, recover the prototype xenobeast known as Unit Zeta 9, and extract it before the scavenger gangs caught scent of her trail. But she was not alone. From the cliff above, a figure watched her. Cloaked in tattered gray robes, its eyes glowed like embers beneath a bone-white mask. It wasn't a man, not anymore. It was known in whispers across the quadrant as Varric the Binder, and he had bound to his service something ancient, something monstrous. And it was hungry. To the monster. Unit Zeta 9 was not a machine, though it had been bred in laboratories and coaxed into existence by genesmiths. It was a living weapon, a fusion of alien DNA, psychic programming, and ancient horror. 12 feet tall when fully extended, the beast could blend into shadow, move faster than a man could blink, and reduce reinforced steel to shreds with its barbed claws. Riva had seen the aftermath of its rage once before. Shredded armor, pulverized bone, the stench of burnt flesh. And yet, her employers, those faceless commandants in the upper echelons of the Tarsus Collective, wanted it retrieved. Not destroyed. Controlled. As she reached the outer wall of the research lab, the sensors on her wrist began to pulse. Zeta 9 was close. Very close. The lab's main door, half collapsed and rusted shut, gave way after 3 charges of thermite. She stepped inside, scanning. Silence. Then a growl, a low, guttural sound that vibrated her chest plate. Riva spun. There, hunched in the shadows, eyes glowing faintly violet, was Unit Zeta 9. Did not attack. It watched her. "Zeta," she said, voice calm. "I'm here to bring you home." It growled again, louder this time. Its claws twitched, not in aggression but hesitation. And then, from behind, a voice like cracked glass echoed through the chamber. "Step back, human, or my monster will tear you apart." 3. Varric the Binder. Riva whirled to see the masked figure emerge from the shadows. Varric the Binder's presence felt wrong, like a psychic pressure against her skull. Even the monster tensed. "You're too late," Varric said, raising his hand. "Zeta 9 is mine now. I have bound it, not with chains but with purpose. It follows only me." Riva's finger hovered over her trigger. "You think you can control that thing? No one can. Not even the people who made it." Varric tilted his head. "They made it to obey. I taught it to choose." Zeta 9 growled again, turning its violet gaze from Riva to Varric. Torn between past orders and present bonds, it twitched like a wire under tension. "I don't want to kill you," Riva said. "I just want the beast. Walk away." "You think this is about a beast?" Varric snapped. "This is about justice. The collectives, the Accord, all of them, they tore worlds apart in the name of order. I watched my people burn, my city fall. I took their monster and turned it against them." Riva sighed. "You're another broken warlord playing God." "Perhaps," Varric admitted. "But I am a god to him." He raised both hands and spoke in a language older than stars. Zeta 9 screamed, a psychic howl that shook the walls, and lunged for the chase. Riva dodged, rolling behind a collapsed console. Zeta 9's claws tore through concrete like paper. Her rifle lit up, plasma bolts sizzling across its flank. It roared but didn't slow. "Damn it, Zeta, stand down," she shouted. Didn't. The beast charged again, but this time Riva activated her gravity dampener and vaulted upward, landing on an upper catwalk. Her breath came hard. Her HUD flickered. Varric was jamming her comms. She had only minutes before the scavenger gangs, drawn by the chaos, arrived. She had to break Varric's hold. "Zeta!" she shouted. "They killed your creators. They used you like a tool. But he is no different." The beast paused just for a breath. Enough time. She tapped her chest plate and activated the neural link. The Tarsus Collective had given her one failsafe, a mental bridge, designed to sync her thoughts with Zeta-9's when within range. Pain slammed into her mind as the link connected. She saw fragments, lab experiments, endless drills, pain, betrayal, and then Varric's presence like a cancer wrapped around the beast's thoughts. "I see you," she whispered. "I'm sorry for what they did." The beast screamed again, but this time not in rage. In recognition. And it turned on Varric. The monster unbound. Varric stumbled backward as Zeta-9 reared to its full height. "No," he hissed. "I gave you purpose. I saved you." The monster roared and lunged, but Varric raised a psychic barrier. Energy crackled around him, hurling Zeta-9 backward. He turned to Riva, eyes burning. "You polluted its mind. You corrupted it with pity." Riva stood, weapon ready. "You were never its savior. Just another master." Varric drew a blade, a black spike of alien metal, and leapt at her. They collided, the knife grazing her shoulder as her rifle cracked him across the mask. Sparks flew. Blood spilled. The mask cracked open, revealing a twisted face, half flesh, half machine. Varric screamed and unleashed a wave of psychic force that threw Riva into the wall. Her HUD shattered. Alarms wailed in her ears. And then silence. Zeta-9 stood over Varric, one claw pressing against his chest. "Stop," Riva whispered. The monster looked at her, then back at Varric. Then it tore him in half. 6. The choice. Outside, dust clouds gathered. Engines roared. The scavenger gangs had arrived, heavily armed and hungry. Riva stood beside Zeta-9 at the lab entrance, bloodied but alive. She looked up at the beast. "You don't have to come with me. But if you stay, they'll try to take you again." Zeta-9 looked to the horizon. In its violet eyes, Riva saw no hate, only exhaustion, and then hesitation. It bent low, offering her a place between its shoulders. Riva climbed aboard. They rode into the storm toward the extraction point. As scavenger gunships closed in, Zeta-9 screamed a war cry and leapt skyward, its claws ripping into the sky itself. The hunters never stood a chance. 7. Epilogue. A new name. Weeks later, deep within the hidden chambers of the collective, Riva stood before the council. "You bonded with it?" one of the masked counselors asked. "I didn't bond with it," Riva said. "I earned its trust." "Is it secure?" "No," she replied. "It's free. And it chose to help me." Silence. "And if it turns against us?" the counselor asked. Riva smiled. "Then you'd better start running." Outside, aboard a black ship cloaked in silence, Zeta-9 waited. But it wasn't a weapon anymore. It was a being. And its name was K.